that lane. Hey, everyone knows I'm good. I'm rolling the 4x4. Believe it, won't go see no, ain't gon' see no road. They don't wanna talk it. Bro, by the call out with broke it. Call case with the place to the phone. They don't want you to I live, they rapping back, can't never back what they can't back. They ain't roll my home, we know it is. We cashing out, we backing that. Stacking up the zeros. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one, better not try with me, though. Hey. To the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't had the net. See we had drama. Our Alabama ad. Damn it, I'm trying to battle rap. We went in. No drive, we went in. Walk up to you while you show us fancy. Fuck that treated and with it. Play a game, make it show up funny to my young win. From the ass, from other bangles. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got to call a hard well, the same thing here, man. I ain't gon' lie. I'm going to the go back. I ain't gonna grind if I ain't no ride. The one that want me, can't go back. Try to push these wheels on the ground.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. Welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by the 4-time Pro Bowler and 2010 Comeback Player of the Year, and that's Michael Vick.
One of the most unique players in NFL history. You remember the snappy left-handed throw? The ability to break the play wide open with his legs. Absolutely dynamic, explosive, and rarely ever caught from behind.
So 1st and 10 of the Rams offense gets ready. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They're trying to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, Vick. They'll rifle this one deep right, and this is caught inside the 5. A big play, Vick to Moss, 41 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. On first and goal, Gurley. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get into the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down for Vic. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they're able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the top roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Vic, third and goal. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tony Gonzalez from 4 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
Tony G, always such an automatic red zone target. Really kills your analysis if you say, well, they're probably going to look for Tony Gonzalez here. Of course they are.
111 touchdowns. That's how many he caught. That was a record for a tight end until Antonio Gates surpassed him in 2017.
It's interesting, the two guys you just mentioned, Brandon, both with basketball backgrounds. They know how to maneuver in traffic, handle contact, and go up and get the ball almost like it's a rebound off the glass.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Carlson now to kick this one away. The Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. There's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands right there.
Yeah, that opens up things a little bit. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They're leaving for Hunt, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, It helps out the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. On the right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Randy Moss, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
He was simply incredible finding the end zone during his tenure in the NFL. Holds the NFL single-season touchdown reception record with 23 back in 2007, partner.
But you also reminded me that Randy Moss set the rookie record with 17 touchdown grabs all the way back in 1998.
Oh, you remember that season? He felt he had so much to prove to the league. He didn't go as high in the draft as he thought he should have, and he tried to make everyone else pay.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Carlson now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline? Coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I got the wild bunch backing me up over right on the sideline.
Let's see what his offense can do. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams are going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. As their opening drive stalls out, he's on to punt. And taken right on the 30. And now he goes over. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. start out on the ground with Gurley. And they're running right through it. So we got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Robert Golden, the one who got him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. In some of these shorter games, turn into bigger.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Allen. Michael Vick, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Carlson now to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL, give you stats and scores for games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And a good return as he would stop just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Powers through it. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Staying on his feet. Now he's flushed out right. Now he steps away. And he caught over the middle by Moss. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, are microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. 319. 319.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his throw is incomplete. David Emerson is there on the coverage defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock it out, but it bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Young. Going to throw again. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back to the NFL. Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Steve Young. Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, 28 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session.
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense or more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They take him out of the game. That was just his first catch. They're losing right now. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is improve in the second half. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We let these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. And it's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that takes a touchdown. Didn't try to quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Vic. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now here comes Kansas City. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throw outside, taken in by Hill. What's right? 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fielded about a yard deep. There's some space here. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head to head.
But that's
The
about it.
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The return man is Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down is Mahomes. Room here to run. And we get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.